Assalamualaikum and hi, madam.
Assalamualaikum and hi again to our respected lecturer, Madam NURUL AKMA BINTI KAMARUDIN. Today, me and my group members will present about the local council that we have choose, which is Majlis Bandaraya Johor Bahru, or known as MBJB, against the implementation of EKSA that MBJB performed. This is my group members that consists of HAFIZI SYAHMIE bin ZULFAKRI, Muhammad ATHIF WAJDI bin Muhammad RIZAL, along with SHARIFAH Puteri Nur ATHIRAH binti Syed Abdul BASEK, Nur FARHANA ADILAH binti ZAMRI, and me myself RABIATULADAWIAH binti SURATI. These are the important content that we will feature in today's presentation. First, we will present the introduction of EKSA as rebranding of 5S. Second is related to MBJB or Johor Bahru City Council background. Next is EKSA implementation perspective on MBJB, also its benefits. And last but not least, the conclusion for the overview of the EKSA in MBJB. So, let's get started. I will begin our presentation agenda today by elaborating on the introduction of EKSA. EKSA, short for Conducive Public Sector Ecosystem, was introduced in January 2014 as a rebranding initiative of the cloud sector 5S practice to highlight a quality and conducive workplace environment to be more relevant to Malaysian public sector department or agencies. This rebranding measure is considered necessary and in line with the current changes and aims to increase the efficiency and competitiveness of the organization while also modernizing the creative and innovative culture of the public sector department or agency. The formation of EKSA has its own goal, which is to build a clean, tidy and healthy work environment. Further, ensuring that management of organizational activities quickly, effectively and systematically results in positive quality and performance of works to meet the needs of users and stakeholders while enhancing the corporate image of the organization. Furthermore, EKSA is a rebranding that has been implemented in the public sector since 2010, strengthened 5S practice as well as the participation of many new components continue to be an important component in the implementation of EKSA. EKSA is not intended to replace the 5S concept previously practiced but rather to strengthen the current 5S element by helping the development of a more conducive work environment. It can be seen in rebranding activities that 5 new elements were added. The first is corporate image, which refers to EKSA's strong emphasis on promoting a healthy corporate culture and workers must share the same values, ethics and work norms. Second, there is imagination and innovation when carrying out their respective roles and obligations. EKSA encourage department or agency personnel to foster element of imagination and innovation. The public sector climate, which is constantly changing, necessitates the development of a dynamic organizational culture centered on creativity and innovation. Thirdly, green practice that emphasize is also placed on aspect of green practice in the workplace such as recycling and enhancing energy quality to save money. It is hoped that green practice will be implemented for all department or agency personnel to maximize resource use. The fourth is a conducive environment. It is important in strengthening the culture of high performance and innovative organization among public sector department or agency. EKSA's practice encourage public sector agencies to place emphasis on service delivery, customer friendliness and comfort in dealing. For customers with disability, appropriate facilities should be provided. Lastly, agency diversity. EKSA introduced a new evaluation and auditing model that includes generic criteria and specific criteria by considering diversity of government agency department premise according to the type of service provided. This demonstrates that EKSA meets the expectation of effective improvement by rebranding with new elements that can be used. I pass to the second presenter.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to our respective tutorial lecturer. I am HAFIZI SYAHMIE bin ZULFAKRI, matrix number 2019-249518, and I will be presenting on the background of Majlis Bandaraya Johor Bahru, or abbreviately known as MBJB. The establishment of MBJB begins when Johor Bahru was declared as the capital and an administration centre for the state government of Johor Darul Takzim on the 1st of January, year 1896. The history of Majlis Bandaraya Johor Bahru dated back in the year 1933 when the City Board was established, later upgraded to City Council on the year 1950. On April 1977, the Johor Bahru City Council again got promoted to Town Council and afterwards received the title of a city on 1st January 1994. Up until now, MBJB has gained numerous amount of achievement and acknowledgement that can be proud of, up to its performance that up to par with the government's and the society's expectation. Therefore, this put MBJB as one of the two best local authority out of 149 local authority in Malaysia, with a rating of 5 stars under SPB PBT that was awarded back in 2013. The city of Johor Bahru is undergoing a rapid economic development transformation, which has also been identified as one of the competitive cities besides Kuala Lumpur, Kuching and Kota Kinabalu. The establishment of Iskandar region has provided various development benefits, especially in the context of the confidence of local and foreign investors to implement various high-impact investment in the said city. That is all from me. I will now pass the baton to the next presenter. Thank you very much.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you to our previous presenter, and now it's my turn to explain how EKSA of MBJB was implemented in the terms of organization. First of all, my name is Muhammad ATHIF WAJDI bin RIZAL, matrix number 2019-806664. So, MBJB has attempted to improve EKSA, which was rebranding from the practical of 5S, sort, systemize, sweep, standardize, and self-discipline, which is a way of life in Japanese culture, with an aim to create a natural atmosphere in an organization that is able to use the required standard as well as the ambition for continuous improvement. The latest 5S are an acronym for the Japanese words Seri, Seton, Seketsu, and Shitsuke. As a result, MBJB has established a vision and mission for executing this EKSA practice. It tries to provide an organization a good focus so that all members of the organization may focus fully on the goals to be reached within a defined time frame without any issues. Their aim is to create a welcoming environment in the workplace. It involves creating a better working atmosphere. Perhaps they can boost the performance in the workplace by providing the most effective and efficient to all employees by altering the way they operate, utilizing easier and proactive ways. Their aim is to build a safe, clean, professional, tidy, and pleasant work culture system among MBJB personnel by applying favorable ecosystem practices that are extremely prevalent in an organization. Next, in order to ensure this program becomes successful, they have made the establishment of committees and their roles as a guidance for the public servants in focusing on their tasks. The chairman, who is also the mayor of MBJB, is responsible to determine the overall direction of implementation and set the EKSA policies, rules and guidelines, and determine budget and financial resources. Following that, he serves as the facilitator, which offers thoughts and suggestions to the chairman or coordinator on EKSA activity implementation, verifies that each zone conforms with the standards and regulations supplied, and functions as an intermediary to convey the most up-to-date data between administration and all chief implementation committees. In addition, they were divided in many divisions or zones. This zoning is essential for formulating direction and planning at every single level, from of zoning level committees, identify places and zoning areas for the EKSA implementation, and implement zoning level activities. This will make it become more proper in providing the task and responsibility for them to implement the EKSA. Besides there must a file that include many important things that related with the activities of EKSA. The documentation should be in every level of the branch of department level to measure the percentage of EKSA have been done. For example, it must have introduction of EKSA from MBJB, which is important to show the external and internal customers what is EKSA and what the aim that MBJB want to achieve by implement the EKSA. Then the organizational chart is to acknowledge people who is behind the scene of EKSA. If there are questions, they can ask to the people that in charge by referring to the organizational chart. Photos from the activities that related with EKSA must be included to show them the condition of the department before and after the implementation and menu. So that's all for me. So we can go to the next presenter. Thank you so much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Madam. My name is FARHANA ADILAH binti ZAMRI and I will present my part which is telling about implementation of EKSA in MBJB. As we know, there are 5 elements in EKSA known as 5S. The first 5S is known as sort. Sort is the segregation and disposal of unnecessary items in the workplace. The second one is the systemize. It means that we must arrange our equipment in a neat in order to save effective and easy accessible. Next, the third element is sweep. Sweep is really important to ensure the workplace space or equipment is clean of dust that can affect the function of the equipment, product quality and health. Besides, the next element is standardize. It means as it were a form of color either on the characteristic or features of the layout on its rules. And last one, the element of self-discipline. It is an effort to maintain of 5S practice, namely sort, systemize, sweep, and standardize, as well as implement and continuous improvement in their respective departments or agencies. Next, the emphasis on the implementation of EKSA is divided into 6 main components. Overall workplace environment in all MBJB offices. The first component is key requirements implements components. The key requirements of EKSA implementation cover 20 reference component breakdowns, responsibilities as well as the scope of activities entrusted under the committee. All the components have their own responsibilities and activities that must they perform in their own schedule as required. Secondly, the component of workplace space and component offices. All office equipment should be stored neatly in the proper place. Stationery is neatly and securely arranged on a tray table in a drawer. Moreover, all items are stored must be in a specific basket drawer marked or labeled, and procedures for use of equipment are clearly displayed and easy to understand. Lastly, the office equipment layout that must they take serious action in order to organize the comfortable workplace. Besides, the next component is public place. Common space is also a space that needs to be focused on from the aspect of care because this space is always used by employees including MBJB customers. The general spaces intent and emphasize are as follows. A complete and standard list of government movable sets must be displayed in the room or space. Moreover, they must make sure that the customer service must be always clean and tidy. Another component that EKSA must provide is environmental safety. The following safety measures should be taken to ensure a safe working environment. The main route is not obstructed with unnecessary items or equipment. For example, flower pot, fire extinguisher and boxes. MBJB also must have a functioning fire extinguisher and has a clean maintenance schedule and placed in a safe and easily accessible place. Furthermore, EKSA also provides safe environmental area. They provide a suitable parking area to the workers and customers and also have parking facilities for disabled people. The street light is in a good condition and easy to understand and compliant entry and exit control system also working. For the guardhouse, the area is in clean and good condition and the service provided is very customer friendly, polite and helpful. Last but not least, the final component is provide a special place for MBJB. EKSA provide a special place such as workshop, clinic, court, payment counter, complaints counter and many more to facilitate the movement of workers in MBJB as everything is already available. Next, I will pass to Sharifah to explain about benefits.
Thank you to the previous presenter. Now, I will continue with the benefits of the EKSA. But before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Sharifah Putri Nur ATHIRAH binti Abdul BASEK and my matrix number is 2019221874. Firstly, we need to know that Majlis Bandaraya Johor Bahru, or also known as MBJB, gain a lot of benefit from these implementations of the EKSA, such as they display corporate image of the public servants. Besides that, EKSA may enhance the customer service quality and they improve the spirit of the teamwork. Now, as you can see in the first point from this slide, is the EKSA is improve the customer service quality. This can be seen that the customer service refer to the identifications or perceptions of a customer to the other party interested, such as in organizations, the environment activities and accomplishments. Furthermore, EKSA is promoting the environment protections for all government agencies. For example, they accept full responsibility for any mistake or error, any work to correct them. The second point for the benefits of EKSA is they boost creativity and innovations. This can be seen that the EKSA promote creative and innovative initiatives that meets community needs. Customer expectation must be met while bearing in mind the demands of the change throughout time, and government agency must increase efficiency and the quality. For the third point of the benefits of EKSA is more pleasant working environment. This shows that the healthy not always imply in one needs, but they imply in the medical attentions, and also they refer to the outlook at work and in one of the surrounding. The benefits of this is will produce the productive worker that happy and healthy. To be added, the management must play their part to portray the best interests of the employee, to make sure the employee are happy and not become bored to go to work. The example that they can do is they need to encourage the employee to take at least 5-minute break from their workstations, and this will help the elevate the muscle exhaustions that improve their focus to do work. The fourth benefit from the EKSA is the green program in government. This is to recognize the environmental protections as a shared responsibility. This shows that the EKSA support initiative to create a green environment in government sector. For example, we will see that each agency need to require to do a recycling and improve energy efficiency in order to reduce the use of the raw material. Thus, EKSA will having a specific focus on the maximize available resources to avoid wasting space, time or manpower resources. For the last point for this EKSA, the benefits of the EKSA is will pleasant the environment. The government agency need to practice the EKSA, also emphasize the importance of the providing a pleasant working environment for public servants. Besides that, the occupational safety and healthy issue are emphasized in EKSA organizations that care about the welfare and safety of the worker. This will be the customer will provide the convenient facility and capable of the dealing with all government agency with generosity, safety and also comfort. That's all from me. Thank you, and I will pass for the next presenter.
Thank you, my friends who present in detail the content of EKSA on MBJB just now. In conclusion, the implementation of EKSA, which is practiced continuously until it becomes an excellent culture in the Johor Bahru City Council, helps in terms of implementation of a quality environment. This measure should be implemented in line with the efforts to strengthen the culture of high performance and innovative organization among public sector agencies as implemented by MBJB through the provisions of environment, work culture and value that are the practice of all public sector agencies. To provide a comfortable workspace and citizenship, MBJB's innovative efforts to maintain a conducive ecosystem, growth and environment are essential elements that encompasses workspace and public infrastructure facilities. The innovative and productive staff at MBJB is at the core of providing effective services to customers on an ongoing basis. The efficient implementation of EKSA in MBJB increased the efficiency and customer satisfaction of the administrative system. In line with the vision and mission of EKSA at MBJB in creating a conducive ecosystem in the workplace environments, besides further strengthened to be a safe, clean, disciplined and comfortable work culture system by implementing conducive ecosystem practice among Johor Bahru City Hall residents. The Johor Bahru City Council has always been committed to EKSA to create a systematic and conducive workplace environment in line with the MBJB's policy on the implementation of EKSA in its. That's all from us for today's presentation. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.